You guys, have you been to negotiation training? Anybody here? Yeah, by a round of applause, yeah? Is that a negotiation tactic? Actually, I'm not married. My friends are all married. One of them called me up, he goes, hey man, you wanna hear something pathetic? I was like, yeah, sure. He goes, right now I'm sitting on the couch with my wife watching a movie on Lifetime for women television. I was like, that's pathetic. I'm watching the same movie. Strategic loitering. Find a way to hang out at the customer. You gotta be good at it. You can't be just like shooting dice in the alley or smoking a cigarette. My favorite was the old assumptive close. Don't ask the guy if he wants it. Ask him when he wants it. I tried this. I was like, Bob, these are the new Pringles cheese and onion. Would you like these delivered on Monday or Friday? I don't want that crap on Monday or Friday. I don't like you, I don't like your company. I was thinking about getting rid of the whole product line. Now you want me to do that on Monday or Friday?
I think you can engage the team. You know, it's interesting having several of my sales folks here today. You know, you look and there's people who engage a lot easier than others. And the interesting side of this one was those folks who maybe aren't the easiest to get engaged, and the ones that don't open up, you know, they sit in the back of the room and be themselves. You know what? You see those people laughing, having a good time. And more importantly, those same people after it's over are out talking with their other colleagues. I mean, it was, you could tell it energized people, you know, that you traditionally wouldn't see that in.
Humor and failure go together. They just do. Let me ask you this. After the meeting today, if you and some coworkers go get a bite to eat, who do you want to sit next to? The person who is bragging about how many cases they sold last week, or the person who is lamenting the fact that the buyer threw them out of their office for the 4th time this month? I want to sit next to the lamenter. I do. Maybe I'm sick, but their stories are better. They are.
There's legitimacy in what he has to say at the end of the day. He's been in our shoes. He has walked on our side. I mean, there's a lot of people that can give you a motivational speech, and I've been to a lot of talks where someone brings in a basketball player. Well, hey, I never played in the NBA, but you know what? I sold up and down the street every day, as did he. We have a common thread.
Humor is actually a tool to deal with failure, okay? Now, here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying next time you blow a sale, you immediately pick up the phone, call Roger and start giggling, okay? That's not what I'm saying, okay?
It's reassuring to know that somebody's been on the same journey as far as being humbled and running into obstacles and then bouncing back and having those successes. So it's reassuring to know somebody's been through it.
He brought stories of failure, and the hardest thing to teach a new salesperson is failure is okay. It's okay. You just gotta shake it off and you gotta go to the next one. And I thought he really brought that out in a way that especially the new salespeople could understand.
Like, I needed that sale. I'm not gonna make my number this month, and then I won't make my number this year, and then I might get fired, and then just slow down, okay? Just for a second, consider the fact that you may have a different perspective on this event in the future. You may look back and actually find humor in this failure. Now, the reason you'll be able to find humor in it is you'll be on to something else. You'll be on to the next big sale.
It felt relatable, honestly. It was the fact that he understood where we came from and he had the background and he was able to stand up there and make light of it and make it comical was fantastic.
They did practice the time-honored sales tradition of giving the new guy the bad accounts. You're nodding your head, actually. Who do you call on?
Merchandising.
Merchandising. Okay, all right. So they didn't even give you an account. I'm sorry. I go to Starbucks like every day. It's where I write jokes and I just hang out. And I go to the same Starbucks. And I don't know, like 6 years ago, I had some stomach problems, and my doctor said I had to go on like a vegan, no gluten diet for a while. And it was not fun. But I remember I was at the Starbucks one day, and I knew the girl that worked there, and she was like, hey, do you want something to eat? I'm like, I can't eat anything. I can't eat the baked goods, I can't eat any of that stuff. She's like, have you tried one of these? It was a Kind bar. You guys ever seen those? It was a Kind bar. And I was like, I don't know, man. She goes, just try this, okay? I tried it. Since that day, I've bought 30,000 Kind bars, okay? I eat those things like 3 a day, okay? And she didn't even work for Kind, but she was a salesperson, okay? She sold me that Kind bar, and I mean, it had huge effects. So what you're doing matters, and sometimes way bigger than you think. I'm in the office, I see my buyer, I run into him. Greg, Skippy just dropped out of an ad. We need 18 trucks of Jif by next Thursday. We'll sell it below cost. Can you do that? Yeah. My peanut butter number went through the roof, like I indexed at 310. Now, when I'm at my performance review and they say, wow, look at your peanut butter numbers, how did you do that? I can't say, I got lucky, right? I have to make up a strategy. I do. I need to be like, well, actually, I worked with the customer cross-functionally and globally, and I call it my brand replacement strategy. It's BRS. I get just BS for short is probably the best way.